Greetings and hope you are doing okay in following the tutorial training of the W language on the Windev Mobile platform, a package provided by PC Soft. I'm KISSINGER, your instructor. So far, we have been able to create a project called Contact Management System. We have been able to create a database if you have been following the videos. Now we're on video 1.4. And our desire is to go beyond this point where we had a database to creating windows. Now, if you remember our new, which has a keyboard shortcut, Control N, found on the top left-hand corner. Clicking on it gives you the possibility to create a window. Once you create a window, we are going to have a separate training program that talks about window creation only. Okay? Because we can create a window, an internal window, a window template, or a control template. Today we are going to be focusing on window only, but we are going to look at how to create internal windows, especially when we want to be working on dashboard. We will go further to be creating windows templates so that all our windows have the same design as we will want. Okay. Now, but I would just like to create the Windows template, but we'll work on the others subsequently. Let's create a template first. Creating a template asks you new template. You can take an existing template or you take a blank skinned template. Once you take that, it gives you the possibility to create a template. Synchronizing the project, always choose yes. Synchronization means that it will link all elements found on your Windows to that found in the database. If you look at the prefix WINTPL, it means Win template, Windows template. It means the initials or the prefix there is Windows template. The first one, let's call it Coco. What does this mean? It means that on our Project Explorer here, you see this is our template of Windows. This is our Coco. Now, if you look at the excuse me, if you look carefully at the Windows template we have in front of us, you will see that here on this top section you have this update. It is such that whenever you update the element of the Windows template, that update all other windows that have been created from this template. So now I won't want to put something so complicated here, but I would just like to put a very simple image here that talks about Windev Mobile. Okay. This is not part of our training at this level, so don't bother understanding it much. You can put anything here, you can put a text, but for now I want to put an image and I will just like click and take description. Yeah, we are going to see it more as time goes by. I'll browse because I have the project somewhere. Okay. 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 As you see on this top left hand side corner, you have Windev Mobile. Place here. All my windows are going to automatically have this Windev Mobile at this portion. There's a notion which is called anchoring. Anchoring is a notion that is used on Windows. To anchor, you right click and you go back to that description at the level of details or on GUI, sorry, you have anchor. Once I select the anchor, since I want it to be top left, I will select this. You see, control moves to the right, always. I validate, such that no matter when the window is open, it will always be found at this position. We are going to have training sessions on anchoring. You can write to us to get more training on that. Now, if you look at this question, let me test a window. To test a window, this small goal, this test is unit testing. Why this is being corporate testing? If I test the unit test, okay, as I was saying, if you test the unit test, you're testing the Android simulator. Now, this is what you are going to have. You are going to have this. You see, this is our test window found here. Okay, Now, let me show you how you're going to see the test. You see, this is a test. If you look carefully, this is it simulated here. And whenever you have a simulator like this, you can work on this three button near the menu. You can zoom to 150 to increase if you want to see it bigger. You can zoom in instead to about 100 to be smaller. You can rotate it for it to be in the landscape view, and so on and so forth. These are some of the properties. Now, okay, now going back to the testing environment, we have just tested it. I will come now, please, and take creation of a window. And when I want to create a window here, I will create this window, but from a template. See, standard, these are the standard windows. This is an internal window we have created now. But this is based on a template, and this is the template we created. Win template Coco. Once I select it, I tick. See what will happen. You see that this Windev Mobile automatically here. In the creation of a window, there are two very important information, three if you want to take note of. You have the title. The title is what is going on the scene. And here we are talking about category. The category is an element title. What will be appearing up here? But the name of this window, which is it? It is what? Wind underscore category. Wind starting from the prefix window. And the category will be saved inside the project. See what will happen. You have a category with the element title, and you have win underscore category, which is the Windows name. Now, we want to be able to save categories in our database. Now, the very first thing we should be able to do here is to put even a title that says registering category. And under this control here, you are going to understand that in the creation ribbon, you have your static. Once you take a static field and you put, it shows that what is inside can't change. And now I will right click and take description. Under general, I have here registering category. Registering category. And I can change the style here to bold, to reduce the font, to underline, to change the font, for example. And I can put here to increase. Voila. I can see right click the description. Under GUI, you see horizontal alignment, centered alignment, apply it to C. Okay. I can anchor it at this position. Remember description, then under GUI anchor, anchoring it here. See, top in the middle. Okay, that's registering category. Now, what do we need to register a category? We need to register only the name. And to do that, you can come here on this section. On this section here, you have the database. You expand the database, you expand the category, and you carry directly the category name. Come on, put. What is the advantage of doing what I've just done? Over creating it, excuse me. What is the advantage of doing what I've just done? Over creating a new edit field. If you see, if I take a new edit field and I put here, okay, this one is different. We take that which is resemble. If I take this text, it's exactly what is here. If I put here name, double clicking or right clicking and putting name, for example. Now you see that this tool is to hold a name, but one saves the name in a link that goes to your database. Look what happened. If I right click on this and I take description, under link, you click on link, you see that it is linked to what? It is linked to the analysis, to the table category, and it's stored under what? category name, which is obviously what we are storing. But see, this will not be linked to anybody. Description will be linked to none. So I will need to come and select and select and select this man to link it. So if I select and I validate, you see that both are linked to the same person. So the advantage of clicking here and carrying stops you the stress of linking so many. So that is the advantage you have to link them. Once you have been able to do this, you see that if you test this window, save this window, save this. See, remember the Windev Mobile is found here. Let me go back to my Win template. I will take this Windev Mobile and increase the size a bit. See it's bigger. When I increase, I'll come here and choose. You see, it's telling me that Win category was created based on that template. Do I want to update it? When I think yes, it's going to update. See, when I come here, see it has become bigger. Okay. Now let's test this window and see what happens. Let's test it and see what happens. You see, this is it. You can actually type the name. You see, it's taking only because of the size we gave for the name. I'm sure we gave only 10. That's why it's taking only few on the list. Okay. You see, this is it. This is a test. But now we want to be able to type a name like this and save it. Yes. But now we have just noticed that, excuse me, that the size for the name is too short. So what will I do? I'll come back to the database. Remember, this is the open project section, as we saw in our first video. This is the open section. I'll come now and enter back under contact and go under name. Okay, category, sorry. I'm coming under category. I'm going to name it was 10. Let's put even 20. I've seen some categories that have long names. Okay. Do you want to modify, apply, and this file only? Yes. Okay. When I'm doing that, I must synchronize. I must do a generalization to synchronize analysis generation field. Okay. Generalization. Just a field. It's fine. It's going to synchronize immediately I leave out of here. Okay. Voila. Synchronizing the project. Yes. Good. Voila. So synchronization have been done already. Now I will want to save. And to save this particular category, we are going to work on programming functions in our subsequent videos. So after creating the category window, excuse me, it is time for us to create that for contact as well. So we are going to come to contact, create a new window. Remember, we can create a window and we can actually choose a window directly from the template. Remember the difference between our element title and the element name. Here we are going to put contact. Contact. Element name win underscore contact. Remember our carry drag and drop, right? You come to here, you click the first one, you click the next, you click the next, you click the next. Remember, I'm holding my control key, that's why I give you the possibility to select multiple. Then click carry all and come and drop. Okay. And notice that the sizes are really too big. So now we're on a mobile application, it's too big. So we can actually work on it to reduce it. Okay. Let's work on one. You see this, we can actually work on it to reduce it. Right click description and we'll reduce the font size. We'll put the font size to even 6. Try to see. Okay. And increase this man to certain level. Here. We increase this man to this a bigger level. Now when I'm done with one, what do? I hold it, I click on them. When we are done with one, I click on it, I hold my control key, I select the others. This is to enable me do an alignment. I come under alignment here. excuse me, I take justify. You see, they will give you the same length like the others. Go here, justify this, same width, same height. I put all of them by the side. Okay. Now, see that this also, I will need to go to reduce the font to 6 as I did for the others. The same, double clicking takes me directly there. Reduce it to 6 as we did for others. This the same thing. 6, same. This the same. 6. This the same to 6. This same to 6. Okay. You see this, I can use my arrow keys to push them up, not necessarily carrying to avoid errors. Shift them up, shift them up, shift them up. And now see the last one, I'll leave him here. See what I'm going to do. Select these people with my control, select him. Come to our alignment. Excuse me. Line spacing. I'll be pushing line spacing somewhere. Line spacing, same spacing horizontally, spacing vertically. You see, we has rearranged it and shifted all the spacing. Now you see, we are going to have a button save somewhere. We are going to all put it together. When the time comes here, I'm showing that project here, under creation, sorry. We are going to see a save button and click a button, drop down, and then you have validate. Okay, for example, I'm doing the validate button. Reduce the size, sorry, Control Z to undo. Can bring the validation button to enable save. Okay. So let's try this window and see how it look like. See for our work, then we'll test. Excuse me. Remember, we can zoom. See, there is a window we just created. But we can really start contact with us. It's looking very beautiful. We no image yet put in place. So if we put an image, our window will become more beautiful than this. Okay. This was to enable us effectively create this window. So we are going to be working on the coding in our subsequent class. But now, this our table doesn't have, this our window doesn't have a caption. So put a static. But now if I don't want to type twice after I've worked, this is what I will do. I'll go to that for category. I just copy. I come to that for contact. I paste. You see, right? It gives me the same opportunities. Good. Shift this man a bit down. Shift this man a bit down. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Change it from registering category to registering contact. Contact. Okay. There is the title. Save. Simulate again for us to see. Voila. That's our window. So we can work on the beautiful, like sometimes I used to like red there. I used to love red, especially for titles. So I'll click description. Under styles, I can actually change my font color to red. I used to just like red and I hold it till it should be very thick. Looking something sumptuous. See my color right. Same thing from here. Description. Go to constant. Change it to red, for example. So you can use the many colors depending on your choice. So I'm sure with this you will give my application a different look. Let me see what I can have been able to put in place. See what it's beautiful, it's red. Okay, I think with this we have been able to work on interfaces, and it was nice doing some work with you. Subsequently, when we meet, we are going to work on this validation, but in other category as well. We need to validate whenever we create a category. So this is what we are going to be working subsequently in our videos. So until then, it's been good working. You remember to always save your work, right? And if you look carefully, we have created a configuration only in an Android app. So we can come add configuration here. We can enter here new configuration, manage configuration. We can add an iOS configuration. You see that is just called. Such that we can remove the executable. You see, we see select iPad this. This is to enable us have the executable in both. Okay, project synchronize, good. Window base empty. See, this is empty. We need to come do some work. This is the error section. The window category is recommended to make some system transparent. All of this we are going to be correcting them. And it talks about recommended to make the system bar transparent. Okay, that one will work on it properly in English. Okay, yes, this is not registration of contacts. Fine. Click description. You need to reduce the size to 6. Example C. Then put it by the side. Do that. Okay. And save. Errors minimize. The window. This is recommended to make the system bar transparent. Window. Okay. Fine. Recommended. Now we know already. Okay. You see that this, if I change now to Android mode and test, see what is going to happen. Let me go back to go see. You see that here, the executable, we create what an Android application, right? The executable is Android. But once I change the configuration to iOS, the executable is iPad. So if I test it now, see what is going to happen. It's going to open the test not in a Windows simulator, but see, it's in an Android simulator. You can see now. So basically, this is it. Let's see. Let's go back to our contact so that you see what is actually happening there. If we come back to our normal contact, we do it. We know, obviously. Okay. Let's see what he has given us now. You see that he has opened, but an iOS executable, as you can see. And the iOS executable looks even more beautiful. And you can do the same functions here. If you want to zoom to the 150 to have it big, yeah, if you want to rotate it so that it comes to this format. If you see carefully, see that these ones are all one side, right? But let's go up to see something. Let me rotate back and see. Let's rotate. Don't know why it's not scrolling up. Okay, you see, what do you observe? You see that these have shifted now. But what happened to these two? They have maintained their position. Why? Because they had anchor. So if you want to solve this problem, this is what we're going to do. If you just do it for one, then you will do it for the rest in your application. Match it them. I'll do I click description under GUI anchor. See where I'm going to anchor it. I'm going to anchor it for you to fill this space. If I allow it to fill this space, to fill this particular section, validate it, see what will happen. You see that once I test this, I'll show you what's going to happen there. See, if I rotate this, see, are you seeing the difference? These are still remain short, but this has expanded. because I've done anchoring. Anchoring means that when I bring it to this small, they occupy a space. When it goes to a bigger screen like a tablet, for example, you expand. So whenever you are creating your application, remember to handle the anchored mode. So I will insist that you perform the anchor on all. Right click, you can also come here for anchor, validate, right click, come here for anchor, validate, right click, come here for anchor, validate, right click, anchor, anchor, right, validate, anchor, validate, anchor again, you validate, and the last for the validate button, the anchor, and here we can put the center, right? Remember center button. Okay, center button. Let's see. Okay, I see. See what we're going to happen here. See that whenever I will open this app, for example, this is what you are going to see. This is it. Let me zoom a bit in to 100, 10, for example. See what's going to happen when I will rotate the app. See all of them have just adjusted back, and you see what the validate is now bottom center. So this is what I have anchoring. So this is a bit of what we were supposed to do in this application. Ensure that whenever you're creating all your apps, you remember to do this. So category the same, we're going to anchor him, anchor, good, take everything, anchor, anchor, okay. So this is it. So until we meet again, wish you luck in your programming as a child. Kissinger. Wish you luck.